For us to share. Because we're outside, we should probably secure it. Notice I've got it in order of numbers.
Nice.
Notice it's in order of numbers.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. All right, this is my schedule. Good. So I'm gonna go. We are live, but I am going to an intro. You won't hear the intro.
There's an intro.
This is Knights Sports Network.
Hi, everybody.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Jeff Feldman, Argy Radani with us, and tonight's game is the Clearwater Academy Knights are playing the Indian Rocks Christian School Golden Eagles. Argy, what can you tell us about the about Indian Rocks?
Well, I know last year we played them here in a in a hard-fought game for sure. I think we came out on the losing end last year here, but we're ready to come back. I know they've had a lot of turnover in terms of coaching staff and players, so I think they got a younger ball club, and they're both teams are ready to get after it. First official regular season game, so yeah, it should be a good match.
That's great. Last year, Indian Rocks actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, they made it to was it district semis or district finals, one of those. But yeah, they definitely have a good history in terms of the talent they put out in the field.
And I think they rely on a passing game.
Yeah, for the most part, they definitely want to get back and spread the ball around. I mean, in high school football, passing game is more difficult. There's not a ton of there's not a ton of schemes that the teams try to come at you with. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can get it going today.
I'm really surprised. Indian Rocks sent somebody to the NFL, Sean Culkin, who's a tight end with the Los Angeles Chargers. In fact, at Indian Rocks, he caught 55 passes, 981 yards, and 18 touchdowns in his senior year.
Regardless of position, it's good production all around for sure.
Right.
For sure.
Now the Knights are coming off a 51 to nothing shellacking from this past week's home opener.
Yeah, I mean, the standout for that was definitely the quarterback, Luca Stanzani. He completed 75% of his passes, averaged about 8 yards per play on offense, and then he also tossed a couple scores. So, 3 touchdowns on the day. That's definitely a good first performance of his freshman year. And then as well, on the defensive side, Cody Nichols came up with a pick 6. He was awarded a game ball along with Juwan Sparks and Javon Jacobson. So, good overall.
Yeah, but I think Lamine Kawanda was robbed. Absolutely robbed. I complained to the coaches and they said I was right. So.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. He I mean, on the defensive line, just the guys we have on the defensive line, him along with CEO and Jawan, they are dominant right, to say the least.
Now, if our cameraman could get a tight angle in on one of the Knights' helmets, it might. Can you get a tight shot on a Knights helmet? You may not know this, but there are very few players on the Knights that have the Knights logo on their helmets. And the logo is not automatic. They don't get a Knights logo. They have to earn the Knights logo as the season progresses.
Yeah, I definitely like that. It's a cool way because in practice through the course of the year, becomes repetitive, but this way, at the beginning of the season, you can be rewarded for doing well in practice and showing up, in the games and doing your job as best as you could. So yeah, I think it's definitely a cool touch. First for the team this year, but we'll see who will earn their stickers tonight.
They're awarded for hard work and being an outstanding team member. Who was awarded this past week a Knights logo for their helmet?
Yeah, the past week was Jaden Mortley, Valerio Tagliafieri, and Cass Anderson. Cass, in addition
was
to
that for playing a mean guitar, or was it an outstanding team member?
I think he was definitely an outstanding team member, just someone who does his job. So yeah, it was good for them.
What are the keys to the game this week?
So definitely, defensively, the Knights should be coming in with a decent amount of confidence after shutting out their opponent. But based on what I was told they're working on in practice, getting their pad level lower and they making sure that they wrap up and get the ball carrier.
Why do they need to be lower?
I mean, just basics of the game is the lowest man usually wins because that's when you have the lowest center of gravity. So when you're low, it's hard for you to be moved, and you could, kind of overpower your opponent there.
Right. Okay. So what about penetration into the backfield?
Yeah, I mean, penetration is definitely an important aspect of the game on the defensive side of the ball. If since Indian Rocks is a passing team, definitely want to, just disrupt the quarterback, ruin his timing, just make sure he's feeling you throughout the game, so he has something to keep his mind off.
Right.
Yeah.
And offensively, we expect to see an improved offensive line, because I know Coach Chinchar has been stressing that and stressing a good rhythm.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing is, I thought personally they looked pretty good last week. Competition might have not been, what they were quite expecting. So, they want to get into a rhythm offensively, no huddle, keep moving the ball down the field, and yeah, I mean, we should be seeing a couple new pieces. I think Jared
Wayne is playing this week.
Yeah, he's playing this week, so he should be, he should contribute a ton. He's an athletic, big receiver, so I'm excited to see what he can do out there.
So I think from Luca passing to Jared Wayne, we should see some excitement in the passing game tonight.
100%.
How about 2-point conversions? The Knights were 2 for 2 last week. I guess we'll see more of that.
Yeah, I think it'll depend on the contest at hand. If we have a few score lead to start the game, I could see them just taking the easy 1 point. But this is definitely part of Knights' philosophy. We go for 2, don't punt. Coming off 100% the week before, we'll see if they can get it done again today.
All right. Well, as usual, the keys to this game are going to be the Knights starting fast, taking the ball away, and executing the game plan to perfection.
Yeah, I think that'll be a recurring theme throughout the year. So, let's see if we can get it done tonight.
Right. Okay. So we know that the Knights have been working very, very hard in practice, and have a special behind-the-scenes presentation for you of the Knights' practice. So here we go with that.
This is Knights Sports Network.
All right, hi everybody. I'm excited to have here Johnny Schneider, and Johnny is an original Knight. He was with the first Knights team in
right.
2008, and he was also on a, what, 1 or 2 state championship Knights teams, weren't you?
Yeah, I think 2 of them. And then the one time that we actually didn't make it, but we'll forget about that one time. It was 2 times.
I forgot it already.
Yeah, it was awesome times, and it's really cool to see how the team progressed from the first years when I was on the team to now playing 11 men. Huge difference. Obviously, the guys are bigger, faster, stronger, the whole 9 yards. There's a lot more strategy, and I'm sure it's going to be a good game today.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back.
but we appreciate your cooperation. You will hear 3 blasts of a horn when the all clear is sounded. Right now we thank everyone for clearing the sands, making their way to indoors, either in your car or in the gymnasium.
Let's go.
You will be charged $20 on readmission. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Hi, everybody. Just to let you know, they're clearing the field right now. There is a delay. There is lightning and thunderstorms in the area. I think it's going to be fine. I think there's going to be a game, but for now we have a delay. So we're standing by, and hopefully we'll see you back here very soon.
They must have a tower or something. Yeah, they do. Like a horn tower. It's 30 minutes always, if I remember.
Mr. Holst has to cover the cameras.
I don't know what we're going to do with it. Thanks, man.
Yeah, let's take a look at the radar.
I think it's going to be fine.
Doesn't it? It's so hard to say. Look at, there's so much. We're surrounded.
Yeah. I mean, this little guy is definitely. Might actually pass us to the west.
We could get lucky and miss everything.
Yeah.
See what they're saying. If it's not, I don't think we'll have a problem.
Johnny, your sister's stealing.
I just wanted to see, but it's fine.
Wallet?
So you think we'd be safe to
100% that.
you think we are risking anything getting wet?
I mean, I believe so. I don't know if we have the tarps or anything to cover.
They have some garbage bags that they offered to us before. They said if we needed them.
Yeah, I would just, I mean, maybe just take the computer.
And I have to shut everything down. I'm trying not to. All right, I'm going to just monitor the radar as I go.
Yeah.
So our
Let's just
place
stay, we can
is,
just stay here.
we have a car, our car right here. Close. I mean, it's right.
Yeah, it's right there.
That's great. If you want to come.
For what? Jeff, we can just stay down here if you want.
But
Just in here, the guy said.
are you guys going to stay in there?
No, she's saying we don't have to go all the way in the building or in your cars like they told everybody to do so. We can just leave there. I know. She doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be, yeah.
And I just put it.
Bullshit. I played through lightning and thunder, bro.
Yeah, but you're having a tower, right?
Yeah, but fuck the tower.